So what it's done, it's really brought communities together and created people to find solutions.
Power or no power, Jewish Montrealers are celebrating Passover in any way they can, as hundreds of thousands of Quebec homes are still without electricity.
We were in the middle of cooking, actually, and everything was like getting ready. Supposed to have my parents over as well. And we lost power, so we kind of like left the stove on to keep the heat on. But when we served dinner, we noticed that a lot of the things is not cooked, so we just took the top layer that was cooked, basically. So it was an interesting Passover.
Catherine Korakakis lucked out to still have power following the ice storm on Wednesday, but her brother, on the other hand, wasn't as lucky.
Because there was no electricity, the pump that pumps out water stopped working. So the entire house flooded and there's no electricity. So we were supposed to go there tonight. So now scrambling, trying to find us another place. We found something, but just piecemealing stuff together. It's been wild. It's been wild.
We're supposed to go to my parents-in-law house, and they don't have power. They live in Ville-Saint-Laurent. So they kind of cancel it as well. And our car actually don't have enough gas to even go to Ville-Saint-Laurent from here. And I just took a drive this morning and I saw that there's no gas station that's operating. And so we said, you know what, forget about this today. We're just going to do with what we can.
Passover is a celebration of the liberation of this Jewish people of Egypt. So we commemorate the exodus of Egypt, from Egypt. And what's interesting about it is what's funny and coincidental is that there's 10 plagues that fell upon the Egyptians, okay? And 2 of them were hail and darkness. So yesterday we were like, we survived.
Many having to cancel Seder dinner or get creative.
Meal preparation, that makes it a little bit more tricky. I know that a lot of friends and family have been very creative. They've taken out their camping gear and are, warming stuff up by propane, to be quite honest. And then, or just grabbing the stuff that they've made and going to a friend's house that happens to have.
One person on Facebook saying they moved their Seder to their sibling's house, while another said they still didn't have power and had to cancel.
Really, the obligation is to have the matzah, and that's the obligation to eat a certain amount of matzah, and then of course read the Haggadah, which is the story of the Exodus. So, if you're doing that, then you've fulfilled your obligation.
In Montreal, Brittany Henriques, City News.